On today's show, we're going back to basics. We're going to use our cast iron pan and we're going to cook up a couple of grass-fed ribeye steaks. We're going to talk about how do you tenderize these. Do you use salt, baking soda, or cornstarch? We have a variety of spices and onions that we're going to use with it, as well as a dinner salad and a corn vegetable. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. The first thing to get started is we're going to pull the pan out of the oven. I preheated it to 450 degrees. So it should be all set for us. It is hot. Get this burner going on high so it stays hot. For oil, today I'm using peanut oil. It can handle the hot temperature. And we'll just watch that till it starts to simmer a little bit. Just shimmers. You know that it's ready to go. So let's go ahead and talk about these steaks. In Asian food, they use baking soda. I wouldn't use it on the steaks because we don't have a sauce to cover up the flavor. But it does work well to tenderize the steaks. And of course they use cornstarch also in Asian cooking. We are going to use salt, and this is an ancient kosher sea salt. Put that on here just like that. And Barb actually goes down to the river and brings this salt back. Came from Jewel. Black pepper. That is starting to look really good, so we're gonna kind of move along fast here. So more of this onion powder. And then rub that in a little bit like that. Get these in the pan. You hear that sear? That means the pan is hot enough. Just like that. You want about 2 minutes per side. Here's my corn. We'll be putting that on the burner in the end. And some butter in it. Time to turn these over. Probably about 2 minutes per side. Now while I have these tongs out here, I have my Taylor remote thermometer. So I'm going to tip this up and get my thermometer probe in here so it's ready to go, because we're going to put these in the oven next. And we're going to cook them to 135. And we want them to coast to 140. When you plug it in, it tells you their temperature now. They're 75 degrees right now. So that's nice. They're not cooking too fast. Pan is super hot. Remote thermometer. Since I've been using the remote thermometer, my meat has been coming out just perfect, whether it's on the grill, on a burner, or in the stove. I'm telling you, the person that told me to use a thermometer was a genius. A lot of times, I started out using this, and this really helped, but that little $4 or $5 Taylor thermometer with a remote probe on it is fantastic. Now, when that comes back, and we let the steaks rest for about 5 or 10 minutes, we are going to have mushrooms, onions, and garlic. So we need to get going on our garlic. I have a brand new clove here. So the probe is beeping already over here. Let's go get them. Fantastic. That is hot. Okay, pull these out just for a bit while we work on a few other things. We have a terrific font in the bottom of the pan. The pan is still hot, so let's put some more peanut oil in it so we don't burn our butter. Here's the butter. I like to use more rather than less. We'll get that going. And we have our mushrooms here, and I'm going to drain these. Butter is melting, looking fantastic. Grab my mushrooms. These were draining. Let's put some seasoning in here. Here's some black pepper, rosemary, a little more, some thyme. This is a nice big handful. By the way, if you want to see the recipe, all you have to do is just click down below where it says subscribe. You'll see the more button, and the recipe will be listed there for you. Worcestershire sauce, as Bugs Bunny would say. This is going to help to deglaze the pan. Mushrooms. I waited for it to come up to a bit of a boil. Now I have my cleaned and smashed garlic. In large chunks so they don't burn. And then some onions. Once again, large chunks so they don't burn. Lastly, we have some wine. Red wine. Mix it around. It's nice, that cooled it off. Now this is the hard part, because you don't really want to pick this pan up as hot as it is. But using this spatula with the slots in the bottom, it'll kind of drain them a little bit. Now let's put these back in the mix. I have the fire turned off. Let's just let them sit. Finish up our salad. Cherry tomatoes, you can rinse them right inside this container because it has holes on the bottom. Your celery. You want to dry your celery so that your salad dressing sticks to it. Otherwise it'll repel the water to oil mixture. Trim. Just trim the ends off, and I can go ahead and pull these off here. Corn, just bring it up to a boil. This is just a veggie salad. It's not your typical dinner salad. I like to do things differently once in a while. Here's my Italian seasoning. This is my Carrabbas, if you'd like this recipe of how I reverse engineered the Carrabbas recipe. I'll put a link down below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the more button, and then you'll see it there. The corn is almost done. So I have some black pepper for the corn. I have some for the salad. And then salt. This is a combination of a sea salt, fine grain, and it is also a garlic salt mix. This is all done. Now we can give it a stir, bring out our corn. We have our steak is done resting. I have my knife. This is going to cut real nice, just like that. Then, if I can transfer it to the plate, salad, steak, corn, mushrooms, and it certainly wouldn't hurt to get some of the juice. Put it right across the top. Just like that. There you go, folks. That's the meal. I hope you've enjoyed watching. And here's a couple more just like it.